look at the timing. Look at the sheer, unadulterated noise of it all. We wake up to a digital shouting match, and Wendell here knows numbers don't care how loud you type them. The tape doesn't hear your caps lock, but we do. Because when the rhetoric gets this high, when the claims get this absolute, that is exactly when you should get suspicious. Let's start with the centerpiece of today's performance. A post declaring tremendous work on a magnificent ballroom military complex being built right there on the grounds of the White House. He's telling us this is something presidents have wanted for who knows how much in 50 years. One in a number of centuries of longing, he says, finally satisfied by his administration. And here is the kicker, the part that requires you to hold your breath and check your wallet at the same time. He insists the project is under budget and ahead of schedule. But then he drops the claim that will make any accountant blush. The ballroom will be paid for with a number of dollars of taxpayer money. 0. Not a dime. Just great American patriots footing the entire bill. It's a beautiful narrative, isn't it? Self-funding patriotism. But look at the images he posted to sell this dream. One shows a man in a dark suit signing a document, surrounded by people in bright yellow-green safety vests with sports printed on the back. Another image shows a group standing before the White House near a stone monument engraved with Donald J. Trump, President, a big number. It's all very ceremonial, very staged. But where is the money? He says 0. We have no figure from him because he gave us none, just the absolute claim of 0. And in politics, when someone says the cost is nothing, you know the price is just being shifted, hidden, or ignored. Then, abruptly, the scene shifts from DC construction to global geopolitics. He posts an image of a tweet from Mark Thiessen, a man with a blue verification check mark, claiming they have escorted over 1,000 ships through the Strait of Hormuz. 1,000. That is a specific claim from the source packet, so we note it as his assertion, not our verified fact. It's a number he is toting to signal strength, to signal control. But then comes the graphic that really stops you cold, a map titled New United States Territory. It shows the Persian Gulf, Iran, and the Strait of Hormuz, marked with red and white stripes and stars. It looks like a flag. It looks like an annexation. He is posting this as if it is a done deal, as if the world has just quietly accepted this new territory alongside the self-funded ballroom. The audacity is staggering. He posts a map of a new territory and a claim about 1,000 ships, and he expects us to treat these as parallel realities. And what does the market say? Does it roar in approval of this new empire and this free ballroom? No. The tape is quiet. Our measurement shows Ethereum edge down 0.23%, 42nd percentile. Bitcoin edge down 0.04%, the 12th percentile. Look at that verb. Edged, not crashed. Not soared, just a tiny, almost imperceptible slide. The market isn't reacting to the ballroom. It isn't reacting to the new territory map. It's just drifting. It's treating his geopolitical fantasy with the same indifference it treats his construction claims. He posts a picture of the Fed building with the text, "When will it ever end?" implying some endless struggle against central banking. But look at the tape again. The assets tied to that system, those digital proxies, are barely moving. They edge down a fraction. It's not an end. It's a shrug. He wants you to see a battle. The tape shows a whisper. This is the disconnect. He is building a ballroom with 0 taxpayer dollars, claiming new territory in the Persian Gulf, and escorting ships through international waters, all while the market barely blinks. The images are loud. The text is loud. But the reality is just concrete underdevelopment. As seen in that aerial view of cranes and scaffolding, and a map that exists only in his posts. The rest is just air. He says the ballroom is ahead of schedule. He says the territory is new. But on the tape, there is no schedule to beat and no territory to claim. There is only the quiet, steady drift of Ethereum and Bitcoin, edged down by fractions that don't care about his history books or his flag maps. Hype is a rendering error. The tape has no soaring and no crashing, only prints. And today, the print is silence. That's the show. We're on Spotify and YouTube. If this earned it, like, subscribe, tell a friend. And housekeeping, the machine that writes this gets tuned constantly for cleaner news. The numbers are real, the jokes are not.